It's 10:43 a.m. on March the 8th of 2020, and I want to share with you a little bit of history. I was trying to go back to a different date at the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov, and then we have this looks like a comet. They probably said it was a comet coming up through here. Of course, we got big UFOs. Look at that. Boom! It went right through there. Let's watch that a tad bit one more time. This really wasn't what I wanted to show you, but it's interesting, so we can look at it just for a few minutes as it goes back through. See how it starts off like that, little small like that? I can pause that. Let me pause it and go back so we can look at it. Let's see how it starts off. Look at that. It starts off as a little bitty dot right there. Look at that. I did not know that. Let's watch it. You know, that's really strange. That really is strange to see it do that. See, look, we got some more UFOs right here. That is very strange to see it start off as a little dot. And then boom, it went into the sun. So let me pause this. I just wanted to share that with you because it really wasn't what I was looking for, but it's worth sharing because it's very interesting. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I want you to notice this, even though it's from 2007, these UFOs have been around for a long, long time, but look at this enormous disc, donut-shaped UFO coming out of this sun. It is undeniable for those who say, well, there are no UFOs. Well, how can you excuse this away? That's what I want to ask. It is enormous. Let me do this right here. First, let me pause this. We'll drag it so you can see it a little bit better as it comes out. Look at that. And you can see it in the inverted mode too. But we'll see how it comes out. It comes out like a solid disc, like boom, right out of that sun. Look at it. They come out small. And then once they come through, I guess it's a portal or something. And then boom, they get big. Look at that. They get big. You can see the circle in the middle. And if you did not see the other video that I put together showing all these UFOs all around the sun, clustered around the sun, they are these types of UFOs. So let me see if I can press play without it blinking. We can do this. Okay, now let me zoom up on this. We can do this, honey. Sorry about that. It's stereo ahead core too. Look at this coming out. And you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just hit that little settings button and do the speed and make it go slow so you can see it good. Now look at our little docking station right here. Docking slash space station right here. It is unfazed by this UFO coming out. I think that's pretty neat. It really is. And you know, this is bigger than the sun. That big giant UFO coming out, much bigger than the sun. And I just shared some photos yesterday I took with my husband's iPhone 11 of the sun around 1 in the afternoon. And there are great big, you can see the edges of great big UFOs like that all around the sun. And I'm going to show you the footage that I have of the UFOs like this. Let me, if I can just pause this, that'd be great. Gina, if you can pause that, that'd be great. I can pause it. See, that's how I can do it. So we can see it again. So we can see this like that. See it? Just like that. I'm gonna show the clip really fast of this great big UFO, of all these UFOs clustered around the sun, because it's going to tie into this, because you know, we are not alone in this universe. We are not alone in this world. There are other species. There is other life. There are other aircraft flying around in the skies above. They are cloaked. But look at that. And you can see the little hole right there. So let me pause this button. Okay, this was around the same time frame. It was in 2000. So you can see these ships right here. They're already out all around the sun You can see them. I shared a video on the YouTube about these ships, but this is the stereo behind Core 1. You know you can't access this anymore. And you have to ask yourself, why is there so many products that they had up and running, made available to the public, and now you can't access them anymore? Well, this is the reason. They do not want us to know. And see, you can see the same type of UFO that was coming out of the sun, and it was far bigger than these. So it was a massive, massive mother ship. So let me show, that's the original screenshot from the stereo behind. And here it is. I put it in like a black and white. You can see it better. You can see these. So yeah, and these were the same type that showed up. Like I said, when I took a picture with my husband's iPhone 11, they showed up by the sun. Look at these clustered together. Yeah, there were just so many of them. So that's these right here that you're looking at, the same one that came out of the sun. Just like that. Is that not remarkable? You may say, well, Gina, why are you showing old news? Well, we're traveling back in time. This is history, okay? This is what it is. This has been documented. We must not forget the past, okay? Because it does follow us into the future. It plays a important role in what we're seeing right now, a very important role. So that's why I'm saying this, so we can see this right here. Look how clear it is. So let me pause this. Okay, let's look at this image right here. It's from March the 4th of 2020. You can see a large round object coming from the sun right here. It literally showed up for a brief second, and then they did something to the feed. They like cut it and spliced it together. So we have that. Now I'm going to show you the picture that I took with my husband's iPhone 11. Look, you have these ships here. They are the same type that were around the sun that we saw in the previous part of this video. Look at them. There's so many of them. And no, it's not no reflections of anything like that. I'm sorry, it's not. So yeah, and here it is, a different shade, but you can look at them. They're all around the sun, clustered around the sun, just like in the stereo core behind, I think it was. And here's another one right here. And then here is another image. See, it never went away. So we have these big, massive motherships right next to the sun. I don't know what that is. Probably a great big long UFO ship. That just so happened to get caught coming out of the sun. And this was again, this was yesterday around 1 p.m. in the afternoon in the southern sky where the sun was up there in the sky. So let's look at this again. You can see that they didn't go anywhere. Even though NASA's not showing them on their ISWA, they can still be picked up around the sun because here they are right here, just clustered all around the sun. Let's look at a little more. One more right there. So they're about that big on here, but here we are right here. So I wanted to show you that also. So I'm going to pause this video. Something just dawned on me while looking at the pictures of the donut-shaped UFOs, the disc-like, and the ridges around them. I've always wondered, why does this have these ridges around it? Because you know what? These ridges right here look like the same ridges that are around the donut-shaped UFOs. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this while I'm talking to you. I'm going to point this at it. Boing, because these are ridges. Let's put that docking station in there. Let's take a picture of this screenshot. It has the same ridges. And I remember looking at some kind of documentary or something about the ancient extraterrestrials or whatever. Something about this necklace they wore on their necks, and there was like a disc or something in the center of them, and I think it might have allowed them to travel, time travel or something like that, travel to and fro, and it represented the sun disk. Okay, and this has this hole here, and it didn't always have this hole here in the center. If you remember in the other picture that was green, the stereo behind, this area is open, and it's not all blacked out. What if this sun right here with these ridges is an enormous mothership? What if it is? What if, oh my gosh, there's so many things going on because you have an opening in and out. What is going on? It has the same ridges around those other donut-shaped UFOs. I'm going to show those to you. Okay, let's look at these. All right. I don't know if this is a really good one, but you can see it's got some ridges right here. I can't really blow this one up that well. It's got ridges on them. And these have somewhat of ridges on them. These have ridges on them also. And the sun has a great big ridge on it, all these ridges on it. So this is very interesting. You see it has like a donut-shaped hole right there, because we can see the center of it now in this one, but not in the new ones. So they all have ridges, and I'm going to include a picture. It's going to show the ridges really well. What if the sun is the same shape as these, except it's this big, which it is this big because it has those ridges. Now let's look at these ridges. They have the same ridges in them. They have the same ridges in them as the ridges that are around the sun. What if these are the babies? Well, so to speak, but they do. They have the same ridges in them. Don't you find that rather peculiar, that these would have the same type of ridges in them as the and here we have the sun. Stereo ahead, core 2, March the 4th, 2020. It's probably going to go up to March the 5th. It's got the ridges around it. Look at them. Don't you think that's rather odd? How come it has the same ridges? I'm beginning to think that this is the most massive disc, donut-shaped UFO of them all. And that's why they put this on there, to hide it. The same ridges. Now I'm going to put side-by-side pictures. And then I'll be ending this video, but I do want to say thank you all so much for watching my videos. Thank you for giving them a thumbs up so they can get generated, so more people can become aware of what's happening. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your positive words. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for being you, because it allows me to be me. And thank you for the love within your heart, because it is much appreciated and it is much felt.